Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Fortnite Pointers. Timothy D. Sweeney, born 1970, is an American video game programmer, billionaire, businessman, and conservationalist. He is the founder and CEO of Epic Games and the creator of Unreal Engine. In this video, we're going to be looking into the life of the man who is the genius behind Fortnite. In other words, today's video is inside the life of the billionaire owner of Fortnite. Early life. Sweeney was raised in Potomac, Maryland, the youngest of 3 brothers. At a young age, he had become interested in tinkering with mechanical and electrical devices, and stated he had taken apart a lawnmower as early as 5 or 6 and later built his own go-kart. He became interested in arcade games when they began to become popular in the late 1970s. Knowing that like the mechanics devices he took apart and repaired, there was those that had programmed the games in the machines. Though the family got an Atari 2600, Sweeney was not as interested in the games for that. Outside of adventure, and later, he had not played many video games in his life and very few to completion. When he was 11, Sweeney visited his older brother's new startup in California, where they had some of the first IBM personal computers. Sweeney spent the week there, learning basic and establishing his interest in programming, while he had a Commodore 64 before. Sweeney was much more taken by how easy the IBM PC was to use. When his family got an Apple II, Sweeney began in earnest learning how to program on that, trying to make Adventure 2 in the spirit of the Atari 2600 game. Sweeney estimated that between the ages of 11 and 15, he spent over 10,000 hours teaching himself how to program using information on online bulletin boards and completed several games, though never shared these with others. He also learned his brother's concepts of entrepreneurship, making a good deal of money as a teenager by mowing lawns for wealthy residents in the area for half the price of professional services, but far better than what he was making at a local hardware store job. Founding of Epic Games. Sweeney attended the University of Maryland in mechanical engineering starting around 1989, though still fascinated by computers. Around this time, his father, who worked for the Defense Mapping Agency, gave him an IBM personal computer. Sweeney established a consulting business, Potomac Computer Systems, out of his parents' home to offer help with computers. Unfortunately, this never really took off, and he shelved the company. Later, Sweeney had the idea of creating games that could be sold, programming them at night or over the weekends outside of doing college work. This first required him to create a text editor based on the Pascal language to be able to program the game, but this led to the idea of making a game out of the text editor itself. This became the basics of ZZT. He offered college friends and those around his neighborhood to try it and get feedback, and was aware it was something he could sell to other computer users. To distribute the game, Sweeney looked to the shareware model and wrote to Scott Miller of Apogee Software Limited, a leading sharehouse producer at the time, for ideas how to distribute ZZT. He revitalized Potomac Computer Systems for selling ZZT, fulfilling mail orders with help of his father. ZZT sold well enough, a few copies each day, that came to about $100 a day. Sweeney then decided to make developing games his career. Recognizing he needed a better name for a video game company, he renamed Potomac Computer Systems to Epic Mega Games. Following ZZT, Sweeney started working on his next title, Jill of the Jungle, but found that he lacked the skills to complete this alone. He formed a team of 4 people to complete the game by mid-1992. For continued development, Sweeney sought out a business partner for Epic Mega Games, eventually coming to Mark Rain, who had just been let go from ID Software. Rain helped with growing and managing the company. Due to the company's growth, Sweeney did not end up getting his degree, short by 1 credit. Sweeney later began working on the Unreal Engine, used in Unreal series of first-person shooters and multiple other video games. With the success of Unreal, the company relocated to North Carolina in 1999 and changed its name to Epic Games. According to Bloomberg, as of July 2019, he has a net worth of $7.21 billion. Now moving on to conservation and philanthropy. Sweeney has bought large tracts of land in different parks, largely in North Carolina, such as Mount Mitchell State Park, Park and Box Creek Wilderness, and other large tracts of land to connect national parks and start development into commercial areas. He has also donated millions on conservation projects in North Carolina and has made statements about his intent to turn a majority of the land into permanent nature conservation. He has also detailed that his future plan is to protect the large amount of rare plant and wildlife species in the area and to connect South Mountain State Park to Chimney Rock. He aims to achieve this by purchasing land and donating conservation easements to the United States Fish and Wildlife Service. Awards and recognition. Wired magazine awarded him a Rave Award in 2007 for his work on Unreal Engine 3. In February 2012, Sweeney was inducted into the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences Hall of Fame for changing the face of gaming with the advent of the Unreal Engine and commitment of Epic as a studio to bring both consumer and industry-facing technology to new heights. Sweeney received the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 17th Game Developers Choice Awards. In 2019, he was named the Person of the Year by British video game industry trade magazine MCV. Anyways guys, this does bring us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, please do check out one of the 2 videos you're seeing on screen right now. It'd really help us out. With that being said, as always guys, I'll see you in the next video.